Do you or somebody you know have diabetes? Have the doctor told you that you are either have type 2 diabetes or you have pre-diabetes or borderline, what some people call borderline diabetes? Or are you somebody who want to prevent diabetes? Well, today I want to talk about two books that I have written that I think would help you with that. Okay, so I wrote two books and they're both available on Amazon. You can just go to Amazon.com and you can put in my name in the search bar, Sharon Fant, or you could search by the book's title, and it will come up. So Amazon.com is where you can get these two books that I'm going to talk about today. I've written more than two books, but these are my first two books that I want to talk about. And they're particularly for people who either the doctor told you had pre-diabetes, borderline diabetes, type 2 diabetes, or you just are somebody who people in your family have diabetes and you want to prevent yourself from having diabetes. So the first one is called Your Doctor is, I'm not sure if this is coming up backwards or not, but it's called Your Doctor is Not the Boss of You. Your doctor is not the boss of you. And then the subtitle is How a Registered Nurse, that's me, kicked diabetes in less than 90 days. So in this book, it has chapters about what diabetes is. It has information about what my experience was to discover diabetes. This pretty much is my testimonial book. And it talks about there being a better way. Some of you, like me, probably had diabetes for years and following the directions of the doctor, and it still didn't seem like it was getting better. Then this is what I wrote this book to show you ways outside of traditional medicine that could help you reverse the type 2 diabetes, and also to give you ideas about some holistic and natural ways for lowering your blood sugar and holistic and natural ways for lowering your A1Cs to reverse the type 2 diabetes. So in here we talk about your mindset, what you think about diabetes. We talk about letting food be your medicine, herbs, spices, and diabetes and how that works together. We talk about fasting in here and how fasting can contribute to improving your lab work for diabetes and reversing the diabetes. We also have chapters on sleep and listening to your body. So this book, I wrote this book, I think it was 2018, but it is a book that people still buy today, even though I wrote it a while ago. Yeah, it was about 2018 when I wrote this one. But I want you to know that this resource is available on Amazon. And I wrote this book because it's my desire to have you be in complete control of your life, your health, and your well-being. Okay? To be in complete control. This is not doctor bashing at all. It's just your doctor is not the boss of you. You need to take control of your own body, be in control of your own thinking about your illness, and research things, learn things on your own, and you will be surprised. Even though you may not be a doctor, you may not be a nurse, but there are things that you can do to heal yourself. Okay, so that's the first book that I want to talk about. And then the second book I want to talk about is because people do have diabetes. They weren't sure what to do, what steps to take to reverse the diabetes. And so then a year later, I wrote this book. It's a workbook. It's just pretty thick. And it is a workbook, and it's titled Become a Diabetes Dominator. Again, I don't know if this is coming out backwards or not. Become a Diabetes Dominator workbook. It says to discover how to dominate diabetes before it dominates you. Okay? Because a lot of people get dominated by diabetes. They just turn their life over to diabetes. They talk about my diabetes. They'll say it's my diabetes. So I want you to stop that. Okay? So it is not your diabetes. So the more you get your mindset straight, then the better you will be in a position to heal. Okay? So in this book, this workbook, I created this so that you can have like a guide. And this workbook has information in it to keep you on track. For those who maybe they want to prevent diabetes, there's information in here about what diabetes is. There's like, I'll say like mini lessons in here. You know, little short lessons about the different things that go with diabetes. So I got a lesson on what is type 2 diabetes, what is pre-diabetes. I talk about an occurrence called insulin resistance. I talk about what they call leptin resistance, maybe some things that you had never heard of before. And I also have a chapter on why diabetics remain diabetic. Why is it that you get the diabetic diagnosis and you keep it for life? So I have information in here about how to avoid that. Why does diabetic drugs, why people think that diabetic drugs are the solution and they're not. So I got chapters on that. I got information on exercise and physical activity. I got a whole chapter on salt and hypertension. So there's a lot of information in here. So not only do I have those lessons, but I also in the back, I have worksheets. I got a journal. I got a checkoff list. All of this that's going to help you in your reversing diabetes journey. And for those who need personal help, I want to encourage you to join the Holistic Healing Circle. So in the Holistic Healing Circle, you'll have access to me where I will show you, personally some of the things that you can do to help reverse your diabetes. I'll help keep you on track along with this book. So both these books are available on Amazon.com. So for this one, you want to put in the search bar, Become a Diabetes Dominator Workbook. And this one, you want to put in the search bar on Amazon, Your Doctor is Not the Boss of You. Or you could just put my name in. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. The two books that I wrote to help people with type 2 diabetes, or people who want to prevent getting type 2 diabetes. Okay, so that is my message for today, and I will see you again the next time.